Steamers. It's Sheila K here, and I'm so happy you've joined me today. Come in close, because we have a special poem to recite together today. Can you guess what this poem's about? Here's a clue. It's about a toy that is usually round that you can throw, catch, bounce, kick, and do other things with. Have you guessed? Right. This poem is about a ball. It's called Good Catch. Listen, here's how it goes. My ball sailed over the high zoo wall. Now what should I do? A giraffe peeked over the top and asked, does this belong to you? Say it with me this time, okay? Here we go. My ball sailed over the high zoo wall. Now what should I do? A giraffe peeked over the top and asked, does this belong to you? Thank you for reciting our poem with me, everyone. It's kind of a silly poem, right? To think about a giraffe throwing a ball to you so you can catch it? But I bet you played catch before. Do you like to play that game? I want to show you another ball. It looks very much like the ball we just showed in our poem, right? They're about the same size and they feel about the same weight. So what are some things you could do with this ball? There you go. Just like we said at the beginning of our story, you could throw this ball, you could catch it, you could bounce it, you could kick it. Actually, lots of people like to call a ball like this a kickball because you can play a kickball game with it and do other kinds of things with the ball too. You know, there are so many different kinds of balls and so many different kinds of ball games we could play and talk about. We'd never have enough time to talk about all of them, so we'll talk about a few of the games that we can play with balls, okay? I want to show you another ball here. What kind of ball is this? Yeah, it's a beach ball. And you know, beach balls can come in different sizes too. This one is a little bit small. Some beach balls are larger. And to me, it feels pretty light when I hold it next to the kickball. It's smaller than the kickball, but it feels like it weighs about the same. So it's kind of light. And people play with the beach ball at the beach, in the sand, or in the pool. So what are some things you can do with the beach ball? Yes, you can throw it and catch it and kick it, and lots of the same kinds of things you do with the beach ball that you might do with the kickball, right? I was also thinking, there are so many things that happen with our bodies when we're playing with balls and we're playing ball games. Parts of our bodies that get stronger while we're playing. So what parts of our bodies do you think get stronger when we're playing with the beach ball or with the kickball, right? Our legs get stronger, our feet get stronger because we're running and kicking, and our arms and hands and fingers can get stronger when we're throwing the ball or catching the ball, right? Now, I would like to show you another kind of ball. What kind of ball is this? Yep, it's a soccer ball. Maybe you've been to a soccer game, or maybe you've even played soccer before. What kinds of things can you do with a soccer ball? You're right, you mostly kick a soccer ball when you're playing a soccer game. In fact, there's a special rule in soccer that tells players they can't use their hands. They can't touch the ball with their hands. The only time they use their hands in a soccer game is usually at the beginning when they're throwing the ball out to get the game started. So what parts of your body get stronger when you're playing a soccer game? Right. Our legs and feet get especially strong. You're right about that. I was thinking about something else. With all the games that we play with balls, what are some other parts of our body that get stronger when we play with balls? Not just our arms and our legs and our feet and our hands and our fingers. Have you guessed? I'll give you a clue. We have two of them and we see with them. Right. Our eyes. We use our eyes when we play ball games too, right? We have to use our eyes to be able to figure out where we're going to throw the ball when we have to aim it at a target or another player or one of our friends when we're playing a game. But we also use our eyes to be able to catch the ball, right? So our eyes get stronger when we play with balls too. Now, I want to show you another ball. What kind of ball is this? You got it. It's a baseball. But there's something different about this baseball. It's much smaller than the kickball, right? But to me, it feels heavier than the kickball. And it's also smaller than the soccer ball, but it still feels just a little tiny bit heavier than the soccer ball. That's kind of interesting to me. So what are some things you do with a baseball? Yeah, you throw it, you catch it. That's right, you hit it too. When we play with baseballs, we use a baseball bat to hit the ball so that someone else can catch it. And in a baseball game, you try to hit the ball very, very hard, and you hope that you'll hit the ball hard enough so that you hit it past the other players, right? But there's something about baseball that's kind of interesting too. Because the ball is kind of heavy and players throw it very fast, you have to protect your hands. So players usually wear a mitt or a glove over their hands to protect their hands because the ball comes in so fast when you catch it, right? So there are so many things we do when we're playing baseball games and different parts of our bodies that we use. Wow, we learned so much about balls and games that we can play with balls today, we Steamers. We recited a poem about balls. We talked about different kinds of balls that you can play with and all the different kinds of things you can do with balls, different games you can play with balls, and we also said that there are so many things that we can do with our bodies when we play with balls to make our bodies stronger, like our arms and legs and hands and fingers and even our eyes. Wow. It was so much fun spending time with you today, we Steamers. I hope you get a chance to play lots of games with balls this summer. But now it's time for our special way to say goodbye. I'll say it once, and then you say it back to me, okay? See you later, alligator. Gotta kick it, little cricket. Bye-bye, butterfly. Bye.